Hey, y'all. We are back.
Oh, man, it is good to be back and to be live. To be back and to be live. What's good, family?
How y'all doing?
What is good? What's good? What's good?
Let's say hi in the chat, y'all.
Yeah. Go ahead and type to us. Go ahead and message us. Say a few words. What's going on? Listen, this is not pre-recorded. This is live.
We are actually in the building.
Yeah.
Back from vacation, feeling refreshed.
Come on.
Feeling ready to get back at it.
I am going to the thing here. And I can see that it is indeed live. Okay, looks good. I see Kanique's comments.
We're checking. I'm commenting.
In the different places. Yes,
but how have your summer been going, guys? Like, what's going on? Like,
man,
are you working on some
bananas?
Yeah, have you been working on some projects? Are you taking some vacation? Like, let us know in the chat. What have you been up to?
Yeah.
What is going on?
It's been good. Our most recent excursion was to Brazil.
Yes.
To Brazil, and we had a speaking engagement there.
Yes, we did.
We actually had a speaking engagement, but I also had some other assignments while there as well.
Yeah, true.
But we spent our anniversary there.
Yes, we did, and it was amazing. It was so good.
Put
it on your bucket list. Put it on there. Like must stop destination. Yeah. I know in the news it might not sound like one of those places, but I'm telling you,
I imagine that it is.
The views.
I think as long as you set it up properly, you have a tour guide.
Because we had a tour guide,
yes.
and we felt fine. I didn't feel worried
felt very
in
safe.
any way. It was great.
Felt very
definitely,
safe. Yes,
you
indeed.
must go. It's like amazing.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, we're gonna dive right in tonight. We went live a little early. You know, we gotta shake off the cobwebs.
We're getting back
out
into
of
the groove.
out of practice. I was like, man, the camera doesn't look like it's quite right, but I think we got it there where we needed to be.
We're a little early. Don't mind us, you know.
I see Gary Jones is on the live. What's going on, Gary?
Hey.
Excited to have you with us, Doc. Thank you for chiming in. At least that lets us know that we are live and that we can be heard.
Yes.
But we went live a little early, just a little, but it's 7:01 right now, so we're good to go.
Yeah, so we're good to get started.
Yeah. What are we supposed to do first?
Host rant.
Host rant is first, and then we have a dope resource of the week. And today, in this particular episode, we are going to be talking to Sha'Rose. Dr. Sha'Rose, my bad. But I mean, listen, it is a powerful conversation. And, if you have ever asked that phrase, if you ever asked the phrase, should I worry about a target audience? Should I focus on a target audience? Is that even a need of mine?
Yeah, this is the episode.
You are going to hear some stories today that are going to really bring it all together.
Yes.
So it's because it's not just important to know the target audience. It is important to serve that target audience. Anyway, just wanted to give you that little bit as a taste test, as they say. 4 of you guys hanging out with us tonight. Let's get into our host rant, because we got some things to get off our chest. So let's go. And man, listen. I was ready this time. It did not catch me off guard, because I've been waiting for the host rant for a couple of weeks.
That's our favorite part.
It is. This is the host part. This is the host part. So we want to make sure that we are able to really give it our all. What's good, Seesaw Studios? I see you out there in the chat. Thank you so much for letting us know that you're here.
You're going to start it off?
I'm going to start it off. I'm going to start it off by saying there is Yeah. When you go to even a fast food restaurant, okay, they're not just gonna walk up to you and give you a meal. Do you understand? They're gonna ask you what your order is.
Yeah.
They're gonna ask you, do you want that small or large? They're gonna ask you, are you vegan or something?
Yeah, they're gonna ask you all these different questions.
Some questions so that they can give you your meal. That's analogy number one. That's analogy number one. All right.
Okay.
If you listen, if you go to get your car washed, cleaned, or detailed, they're going to ask you, do you want us to get in the trunk? Would you like Armor All on the dashboard?
Yeah.
Would you like us to clean the wheels and or the tires?
There's a lot that they're going to ask you.
They're going to ask you some questions. They're going to tell you, we've got 30 different fragrances for your car. Which one would you like? And you're going to answer those questions gladly, because when you answer those questions, they can give you, their best. They can serve you in the way that they can best serve you. That's analogy number 2. I just want to give you one more. I know. But I just want to set this thing up. I want to set this thing up.
Go ahead.
When you, my goodness, if you go to the doctor, unless it's a regularly scheduled checkup.
Okay.
Even at those checkups, however, they have questions. But unless
a long questionnaire.
Let's say it's not. Okay. I'm specifically talking about a checkup or a doctor's visit that you initiated. The doctor is going to say, we've checked all your vitals. Weight looks fine. We did some blood panels. Now, tell me what's wrong. The doctor's not going to immediately come up and be like, yo, your elbow's messed up. Let's start working on your elbow because your elbow's messed up. No, the doctor's going to say, you came in for me to render a service.
Yes.
I'm going to need you to give me some details so I can best serve you.
Come on.
Now, here's the issue. It looks like work. The questionnaire, the order at McDonald's. Listen,
come on with it.
The whole thing you got to fill out at the car wash. It looks, feels, smells like, it even tastes like work. But it is required activity in order for them to best serve you.
Come on with it.
That's all I want to say. It requires work. Can you say that with me in the chat? It requires work. Come on, one more time. Just get it off your chest. It requires work. It requires work.
It does.
Y'all.
You have to do your part.
Oh my word.
Like, you cannot just show up and expect something to be done. You have to do some of this stuff. You got to get me the things I need in order to give you what you're paying for.
Oh my goodness.
You're paying for it.
Oh my goodness.
So in order for us to give you a quality service or product, you got to give us some information.
It looks like work. It feels like work. It smells like work. Yeah. Kerwin Bornell. It even tastes like work. But here's the truth. It's actually just a prerequisite.
Yes.
I don't even know if you can really, like, ordering at McDonald's, would you consider that work?
No.
Coming into the doctor's office and saying, man, I've got pain on my left side right here. I just don't know, doc. It's been there for a while. I decided to come on in.
And what's the first thing they're going to do? They're going to ask you a couple of questions. More questions.
Is that really work? If the guy says Armor All or not Armor All, do you want us to do the dashboard? You want us to put in baby powder or tree scent in your car? Is that really work? And I would dare say that you probably are agreeing with me that it's not work.
It's not.
And if you would agree with me that it's not work in those instances, then it's probably not work when you're dealing with an entrepreneur either.
Yes.
Because I can't tell you how many times folks are like, man, I thought you would be doing this. Hey, sir, we're going to need your logo. I don't have a logo. Aren't you going to create one? No. No.
Or you ask them, please fill out this form so I can get the information I need. And they're looking at you like, you want me to do what?
You want me to fill out a form?
You want me to do what?
Oh, like, no.
Come on.
I don't want to fill out a form.
They don't want to do anything. That's what we're really getting to. Some clients, I'm not going to say all, they feel like they come to you, they expect a service, and you're just going to go and do it. Go ahead and work some magic. You're
just going to wave a wand.
Voila.
I'm going to pull things from the clear blue sky. I said to a client literally just before we left that I can't just, oh my God, I feel like I'm telling on myself, but I can't just utilize the pictures of your speakers that are online. I have to use what your speaker has sent to you that you have approval to use. And the person's looking at me like, man, so I've got to go back to the speaker and get an approved picture. I'm like,
come on, people.
Man, that's a lot of work. Can't you just pull something in?
No. Or, I got one right. One client asked me, she wanted some videos on her site. Do you know what she did? She sent me her Facebook page and was like, yeah, you can get videos from there.
No.
I was like, what?
I can't get videos from there.
I was like, you can go on your Facebook, download your videos, and you can send them to me.
Or get the videos that you uploaded.
Pretty much.
And send those to me. But it's like I need your pictures.
Like now.
I need your headshots. I need your logos. I need your brand colors. I need your slogan. I need your taglines.
Come on.
I need your copy. And if you don't know what that means, I need your the verbiage. I need, get this, your story in order for me to deliver on the value proposition that is this contract that we've entered into. It's gonna take work.
Y'all.
It requires work.
I had a client, sent them the form.
Mercy.
They did not submit all the stuff in the form. And then they're expecting me to work magic. So I reach out to them. I'm like, if you cannot submit the form to its entirety, I cannot give you a quality product. You know, they were mad at me. What? They were so upset. They were like, no, I can't work with you. I'm done. Okay, so when you go to the next person, they're going to require the same things. You have to do your part. It's just mind blowing how some people are, like some clients are. Like, and this is ridiculous.
I don't want to be clear. This is, I don't know that this is majority. I think actually I would say maybe a 60-40 split. 60% are great clients. They understand. Yes. And even if they are unaware of what it requires, they're willing to do the work.
Definitely. It's not the majority.
No, it's not the majority. But there is this other set, and you just kind of wonder to yourself, like, am I crazy? No, doesn't it require work? That's why I led with those other analogies, fam. I led with those. I gave you 3 of them. And in every one of those instances, everyone would agree, I'm going to have to answer what I want. I don't expect them to just, you don't walk into the restaurant and they just hand you a meal.
No.
I actually would be upset. I'd be like, I didn't order this.
Pretty much.
And I'm not paying for it, to be clear. Did you hear what I just said there? I did not order this and I am not paying for it.
Exactly.
You are paying someone for a service. I need to know what you want.
Yeah.
What's your order? Give me your details, or else I'll just create an entire brand package for myself that I like with my colors, with my slogan.
Looking at you cross-eyed like, what is this?
What is this? This is not for me. But you didn't give me your title of your show. You didn't tell me the day that's supposed to air. You haven't given me any of the details.
It's like a lose-lose situation. It really is, because if you do that, then they mad at you.
What?
But then
where did this come from?
They mad at you, like.
And this is one thing I absolutely detest in the edit. I don't know how many of you guys are, do content-based deliverables like websites or videos and live streams, but in the review segment, this is the time where I'm getting a boatload of pictures and videos. Can we use these? Wait, where
give us
were
that
these?
Stuff in the beginning, please.
These were where? What happened on these now? Well, I thought you gave me.
You're just making our job way more difficult.
It requires work. I think this is one of the challenges for entrepreneurs, and I think this is just one of those things that just needs to be kind of talked about out there a little bit more. That you are used to doing work in so many different aspects of your everyday life.
Yes.
I mean, even if you're going to a concert, they're going to ask you, where do you want to sit?
Exactly.
You know, I mean, there's always going to be some questions on anything that you engage in.
Yeah.
And then when you engage with an entrepreneur, especially the creative type, like I see Seesaw Studios in the chat. I know he's a photographer. I see Gary Link in the chat. Yep. I also see Gary Jones in the chat, who is a social worker. And in social work, there is a requirement of work. I'm just saying, I feel like we need to normalize that we're going to need to engage with one another. We're going to need to engage with one another. The one last thing I have on my list here to say is there's a level of service we offer that is the easy button. You opted not to pay for it. You opted not to pay for it. And because there are clients who I don't ask them to send me their logo. I simply say, hey, do you have a logo? No, I don't have one. What do you have in mind? I'll get my guys to create one. Do you know why I'm saying that to that particular client? Because that client has paid for the easy button. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, do you have any copy from your website or anything like that we can, what's your sub tagline for your show? Haven't thought about that. Okay, I'll go through some of your previous shows. I'll see some of the things that you say regularly, and I'll give you a couple of options that you can choose from. You know why I'm doing that for that client? Because that client paid for the easy button. And I don't mind
doing that
if
they pay for
it. I mean, it's a package. I want
and
that
it's
one
in the proposal, so you
word.
cannot tell me you did not see it. You blinded your eyes, did not see it, and then you want all this other stuff. Like, no.
That this is the other piece. I think Gary has hit the nail on the head, and we're going to end here. We're going to go into our resource of the week.
Exactly, yeah.
Because that's one of the things I said in my list of I need your picture, I need your headshot, I need your logo, I need your brand colors. But what I really need is your story. I need your story. I need to drink it in order for me to put out a quality product that's going to represent you well, and that's going to show off the type of work that I and my team can do. And I mean that right there, it cannot be overstated. Gary Link, thank you so much for putting that in there. I need your story. And I think far too many people are in this rut of I'm just going, let me find the person who can do it phenomenally well, and I'll just pay them. Once I book them, then I know I'm going to have this grand product. Well, all the other people that they've worked with, I can guarantee you they did significant work. It requires work. And that is our host rant for this week. Let's get into resource of the week. Screenshots.
And we're back.
Resource of the week.
Resource of the week, guys. It's from Adobe. I'm sure some of you have heard of it. Yes, Adobe Reader, but they also provide Adobe Photoshop. Yeah. All of those platforms and so forth. But
Adobe Express,
you don't have to pay for it all, y'all.
No,
there is a free option that I discovered like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, how did I not know about this?
No, this thing is amazing. Yeah.
Adobe Express. Yeah. Like, it's got so many other things, and we're just touching on a little one.
One little piece of it. And
I'm sure a lot of you social media people who are, business owners as well, who is posting social media things. Right. This is one that you need to look into. You have pictures that you post on Facebook and other social media platforms, but Instagram is a little funny with their sizing.
Yeah, it is.
So what's cool is this will resize your image for you for Instagram. For free. Really easy, guys. So definitely check out this because it's free.
And the thing is, most of the times you find these sites that do this stuff for you, and they're not reputable.
That's
you
true.
don't know what they're doing with your
ads
stuff. You got all kinds of stuff, and it's janky, and you're like, I don't know. But you use it because it's free. But this is Adobe, like the Adobe that we know, right? Adobe Premiere, Adobe PDF, all those things. Adobe Acrobat. This is that same Adobe. And
Yeah.
Adobe, hey, what up, James? Adobe, yeah. Seesaw is like, he's on it. I'm on it. Resize
Yeah.
photos for Instagram for free 99. I am telling you, here's yet another screenshot
Really awesome.
of that same webpage. When you go there, Adobe Express, it's just absolutely awesome. We will put this link in the description as well, especially for our
so you can
replay
get
squad. But this is, how to
Yeah.
resize your images for Instagram. And you can see right there, upload, resize, download. It's like
Simple.
1, 2, 3.
Simple.
It does not require an account.
Yes, and for you technology challenge folks, it's easy. Look at that. One, two, three. Simple.
1, 2, 3.
No excuse.
No excuses. I mean, the thing is, for a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, you are probably used to getting a professional photo shoot done, or having somebody cover your event, having somebody come to the office and, just do event photography. And you want to be able to share those things, kind of showcase what your work culture looks like, showcase some of the things that you're doing in the community, impact that you're having, and having a platform like this that's going to take those nice, well done, professional photos, resize them, and allow you to post them on those platforms without having, heads chopped off, arms chopped off. This is really a game changer for folks who really want that thing to look good on the different platforms. The sizing has kind of gotten out of control, in my opinion. So having
IG
something
alone
like that.
has like 3 different slides.
It's
really,
really
even more.
Yeah,
like,
it's more than 3. It's really crazy how
a
that sizing thing can kind of get out of control there. So, but we wanted to showcase some of these things. And these are some of the screenshots that we've taken from the actual webpage, create stunning and share worthy Instagram stories. So this is not just, images for the post, but you can create a carousel, you can create stories straight from Adobe Express. So yes. It's a game changer. It's definitely dope stuff. Anything else?
No, that's it.
This is something we hope you guys can check out. It is free. I paused there because I wanted to. It is free, y'all. There's other things on the page.
Yeah,
there's other services.
Of
course,
stuff.
Adobe's making their bag.
Yes,
they're never gonna not make their bag, and there's a reason why this thing is free, because they want you to kind of get into that ecosystem. They're realizing like Canva's free joint is killing them. It's killing them, because Canva's free account. If you
let's not get into the Canva thing,
because that was a resource of the week a few weeks ago. But they really this is where I like to say to folks, competition in the marketplace. We as consumers always win when the big dogs are competing. We always win when the big dogs are competing. So I definitely wanted to highlight this. We're excited about Adobe Express. I wanted to make sure this thing is in front of you guys. But with that said, we have an Incubator Spotlight. We have a therapy session. Let's get into it.
Hello, I am Dr. Sha'Rose Erion, pelvic floor physical therapist in Huntsville, Alabama, owner of Rose Pelvic Physiotherapy, and we treat anything in the pelvis, hips, low back, and abdomen, providing affirming care you deserve. You can reach me at www.rosepelvicphysio.com and then on social media at Rose Pelvic Physiotherapy.
Man, we are back for another therapy session. We're excited to have with us today
Sha'Rose.
Oh man, you guys checked out the video. You can see her handle on the screen.
Yes,
want to make sure. Yeah, you know what we do. Go ahead and follow. You go ahead and follow. Not now though. Make sure you stay with us for our interview today. But man, we're excited to dive in today. And talk to us a little bit about, your business.
Yes,
I mean,
what you
I was
do.
intrigued by the video. Not certain that I might have
You
any
would not be a
need
client,
of your services, but I was intrigued.
Very well could be a client. So I treat.
Oh wait, you do couples,
I
right?
do couples.
Yes, she does.
Men,
That's
women,
true.
transgender community.
Okay.
Anyone. Very inclusive.
Okay,
That's true.
got it.
So I'm Dr. Sha'Rose Erion, pelvic floor physical therapist. And I treat everyone.
Okay.
Anything around that pelvis, hips, low back, or abdomen.
Come on.
That's
Come
good.
on.
That's
She has
good.
clearly said this before. The way that just
A little
rolled
bit.
off.
Just rolled right off,
I was like, abdomen. Who works that into a sentence? That's pretty dope. Man, go ahead.
Well, you guys know why we're here.
Yes,
we
we
are
do.
ready for, a story.
Are you settled in
an experience.
on the couch? Are you,
Yeah, settle
get a little
in.
comfortable?
We are ready. We are primed up for a story that Sha'Rose is going to share with us. So
Yeah.
please, you have the floor.
I have the
on.
floor. All
Come on.
right. Well,
Here we go.
I will say what I learned. I'm gonna start first with what I learned.
I
Yeah,
love it.
sure,
I love
sure,
it.
yeah.
Give the lesson
I
first.
learned is know your target audience and stick to it.
Yes.
Because when you
Yes.
start doing that and not doing that, it's very evident. So
Let's pause here. Let's pause here.
good.
Let's pause here.
That's
Hit the
good.
pause button. Now, let's put this in the chat. Somebody put in the chat. Know your target audience.
Yes.
yes,
Know your perfect person.
Yes.
Know your avatar.
yep.
So important.
So important.
So
And equally important, outside of just knowing it, is stick with them, right?
Yes.
The opportunities are going to come up, and it's like, man, I just want this money, but man, they're
Yes.
outside of that range.
Yes.
It's
But
like,
that's exactly what it is.
okay, all right, we're handing it back over. We're handing it unpause. All right, we're handing
You're
it
like,
back
I
over.
was getting into it. So the biggest thing was, this particular patient I met in the beginning of starting my business.
Okay.
Okay. So I met them in the beginning where you are like, I'll take anybody.
You take
Yeah.
anyone.
I was
I was
Yes.
gonna say
I
that.
would say,
That's a
Like,
big point.
You're paying
Yeah.
me, I will take it.
Yes.
I will take it. And so I first met them, I was like, little spidey senses went off. And I was
Yes.
We got to
We've
follow
yes.
those.
You gotta.
like, lesson number 2.
That's the Lord.
Listen, you jump in the lessons.
Lesson
Lesson number 2. Follow those spidey
No,
senses. 'cause
listen.
I'm telling you something.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
And so, that was part of it. I was getting those senses. I was like, I don't know, but I met her. It was fine. And then later, she reached out to me later, and I said, okay, came with all the reasons why she couldn't go anywhere else, couldn't do anything else. And I was like, I felt really bad. Okay, I can do this. I can help you. I can help you.
And that's the recurring theme we've seen. You love what you do, and you really want to help that person, so you're willing to like go out of your boundaries and help them because that's what you enjoy. That's what you
I
love.
enjoy, and everything is telling me not to, but I did it. And immediately it was the person that contacts you on every other platform that they can find.
Oh, wow.
Instagram, email,
Oh.
calling.
Oh.
And I was like, my system is set up to handle literally, you can message me,
Yeah.
you can send me an email, sure, but every other option.
She said
Wow.
the magic word.
Every other
My
option.
system
Yes.
is set up.
Yep.
Systems.
It- mhm.
Systems. And here's the thing about systems. You have to have a system to use your systems.
Yes.
Correct.
So,
Yes.
so no.
Yeah.
You're hitting all of it.
Go ahead.
Check. Okay. All right.
So already outside of my target audience, making these exceptions. Like I know who I work with, right?
Yes.
I work with the Black birthing community. I work with the transgender community, and anybody want better sex and intimacy.
Come on.
Right? Those are my people.
Yeah.
She was none of those. Zero. And I said, but I'll make an exception. I'll do it. And I did. So it's every communication possible that's not just a send a message through our system that we use everything through. No, everything outside of that.
Wow.
Okay. Then not showing up for appointments.
Really?
Oh, that's a no.
These appointments that I'm already offering and giving to you that I'm just like, we shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it. And then it's, well, it didn't fit into my schedule. I thought I put it on. We talked about, we sat
Oh my
here
gosh.
Oh my
and
goodness.
scheduled this. How did we not show up?
What?
Not valuing your time.
Oh.
Come on, man.
Not
Be
valuing
serious.
my time.
It's not a priority.
Wow.
No.
But she's the one that was hounding you on all these other platforms.
But you know, this is the thing.
That doesn't make any
this is the
sense.
thing that's crazy. It's like, and this is why. Listen, fam, incubators that are, if you don't value you, then others won't value either. And I think that's I can't tell you how many times I've experienced this exact same scenario.
Yeah.
And it's because I made the exceptions.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the person's like, oh, well, if you made that exception,
Then he'll
you-
excuse
then you'll
anything
make
else.
more. Yeah. You already made exceptions, so make more.
Yeah.
And it's a way harder. I know we were waiting for you to finish, but it is way harder to drop the hammer on those
It
clients.
is. Because they already
Because
have.
they've already, you've
Yeah.
already given them those exceptions, and they're like, "Nah, bruh, you already did this. Yeah, we're not doing anymore." So
Ooh,
Yeah.
When you say hard to make, and I didn't charge her the late fee.
Oh,
I know
man.
it. I know it.
I get it, though. I get it.
no.
I know. Because anybody else, they call me and say, hey, I can't make it. Here's my card. It's different from the one you have on file. Go ahead and charge it. Actually, charge it a no-show fee because I gave
Those are
you
some good clients.
my people love me.
Oh,
My
man,
people in my
Wow.
target audience
Yes.
love me. The people who are outside of it don't get to see the value, right? So she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'll make it to the next one. I don't know why I missed this one. I was like, all right, I just want to get off the phone.
Yeah.
Then she wanted to have a little free session.
What?
I'm blown away.
Wait.
So
we're on the phone canceling this appointment that she didn't make it to, and she goes, well, was there anything else you wanted me to work on in this time? You know, anything we need to talk about? I said, yeah, we would talk about it at our appointment that you were supposed to be at right now.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I just gotta get off the phone.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about this late fee.
Yeah.
You know.
What in the
Y'all, I did it.
Oh my goodness.
You know, the thing. Oh, goodness. What we've realized. In fact, the Incubators Couch came out of conversations that we would have. In fact, people would literally be like, "Hey, Kirk and Kanique, can we come over?" And we'd be like, yeah, sure, come on over. We'll chat. We love having people over to the house.
Do.
I mean, absolutely love. We're just people. You know, we love people. So, but people were taking advantage of that. They would come over, and then they would pick our brain.
Yes.
And we're not people who will listen to your concept and idea and not give you the full 100.
Yeah.
So we realized, like, now we've got to actually limit that access because we don't know how to be on the phone or in conversation and not give you the full consult. So
that's true.
But no, the Incubators Couch kind of came out of us because we kept on having these conversations with people who wanted to get into business, people who wanted to be entrepreneurs, and we're like, you're not ready.
Nope.
No, you're not ready. You're not ready for this. You're not. Listen to Sha'Rose's story. Are you ready? No, you're probably thinking to yourself, but what's wrong with not? With just if they message you on IG, what's wrong with
no.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. In fact, you don't even want to mix business and personal. That's a whole story.
That's a whole other story.
Yes, it is.
But no, this. So what was the? I'm almost afraid to ask.
Yeah. What happened?
Yeah.
So she did show up for her next appointment.
Oh, she showed up.
She did. However, currently there are no further scheduled appointments, and I'm kind of at the place where I'm like, do I mention it? You know, we finished up that last appointment, and I'm kind of like, do I say anything? Do I reach out? I kind of at this point I know better.
Yeah.
One of the I have a client who I produce his live show, and he brags all the time that we have this stellar rating with the Better Business Bureau. We have no complaints, all 5-star reviews, and he said the reason for that is because we don't take on clients unless we know we can help them. So his vetting process to bring them into his ecosystem is such that he weeds out those who are actually not going to do the work. And I'm like, man, I've got to.
And we're learning from that because we're now trying to put more things in place so we can see, are these people really serious? Because we've come in contact with so many people that are like, I want to build a site. And then nothing happens. Or I'm waiting on them to submit stuff like, you're not ready. You're not really wanting to get this thing done.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with recognizing that you're not ready. We just want to know that so that we don't put our time ever. Because we are ready.
Like we are ready. Like I can do
all right, let's
whole
go.
plan.
Yeah.
And that's why our contract has a clause that if you cancel with me early, you're paying 20%.
Yeah, 20% of the project.
20%.
Yeah,
because we put in time.
Absolutely.
We've had calls.
Even the quote, even just the quote is work.
It
is work.
Absolutely.
Trying to understand because not every, at least for websites and of course for video projects and production, podcasts, live shows, it's not the same. So we have to do all that work. But I think one of the things that you touched on several points in your story. Like, no, you touched on many points in your story. But the one that I absolutely love is you have to have these systems. I'm a systems guy. Y'all know this. I've said this many times. I know. I'm going to beat the dead horse. But them systems are, no, man, the systems are so critical though. Like, because if you don't have them, you can't realize the benefits of them.
That's true.
And so many times we put systems in place and then we circumvent our own system. And we're like, oh, the system really isn't working for me. No, you're not actually using the system. You need to use the system. That's
goodness.
Because I was talking to one guy and he had a client similar to yours. And his system will not let him book again. The client.
That's
Yes.
good. That is good.
Yeah.
That's
if you have 2
amazing.
no-shows,
Yeah.
that client actually the client came back. She was like, I can't book. Oh, it's my system. My system. You had 2 no-shows, so my system.
that.
Yeah.
No, that thing. I was like,
You
yeah,
can
killer.
set that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can set
Yeah,
that
we
up.
could set that too.
That's amazing.
Yeah, 2
Yeah,
no-shows.
You can't,
Boom.
Can't book
That's it.
anything
No
else.
more.
Yeah, you can't book anymore.
Wow.
And then you don't have to be the bad guy. You were like, it's my
Sorry,
system.
I can't change
God,
it.
there's
Can't
nothing I
override
can do.
it.
I can't override it.
I love it. I love that. I love
Yeah,
that.
this is the ultimate
I have
cheat
that in
code.
place, right? Where you have 3 cancels, no show. Like you get 1 no show.
Yeah,
You don't
okay.
even give me no type
Yeah.
of
Oh,
like you
yeah.
get nothing, right? But 3 cancels, then you're done.
You're done.
You know, I
Okay.
can't,
Yeah.
you know. I have broken that before too.
Uh-oh.
That's a different
Uh-oh.
story. That's a different story.
We have to bring you back on the couch.
Again, you know, it's a different story. But so I do have that in place, but I have to enforce it. Right?
Yeah.
That's something that I actively have to enforce
Yeah.
and say.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, and I can't with so many people be like, this is inappropriate. That's just not going to work. But, you know, when I didn't listen to those spidey senses,
That's it.
that's what it was. I knew. And I was like, this just don't feel right. But I'm going to do it because nobody else will deal with. Like, that's a sign. If nobody else wants to work with you,
That is a sign.
My
That is a-
goodness.
Oh my
goodness.
God. That's like the client facts we talked
Yeah,
about.
client facts. You need the client facts or
facts.
client
Yeah.
report or whatever.
Yes.
It's like, let me check the
needs
client.
to have,
Oh,
no,
this-
200.
oh my gosh.
That's too low.
This has been
I
a
can't
complete-
take you on as a
yeah,
customer.
not true.
You look at a
can't.
Carfax and it's like, this has been a complete write-off. Like, this car has been totaled before. We're not buying this car. Like you look at the client facts and you just look at it, it's like, oh, you've been let go by like 15 others. Oh no, I'm not gonna even get involved. But no, that's good. Understanding the limitations of the systems, because there is a human component.
Yeah.
We have to be able to know ourselves where that's concerned.
True.
I think even just kind of making sure there's consistency. I say to people all the time, because of the OCD, send me an email. Why? Because I hate unread emails. So you will know, if you send me an email, you will get a response. Folk be hitting me
true.
in the DM and the this and the that. I'm
A
like,
lot of times, yeah, it's
bruh,
gonna get forgotten.
I'm not checking
I'm gonna
that joint.
forget.
I'm not checking. That joint is for personal. That is not for business. And if you can find my DM, you can find my email, because I
Yes,
have
you
my
can.
stuff
That
out
is
there.
true.
Yeah,
So
it's all
true.
there.
And yeah, having those cheat codes in place for yourself, because you know yourself,
Yep.
can really be a game changer. But
Yeah.
man, no,
Yeah.
there's a couple others in the story. Anything else you wanted to highlight? No, because I don't want to hog it.
Because he is a hogger.
Yeah, I
He
will.
talk.
I will.
I'll tell you all the problems that I saw in this story that you just told me. I will tell you everything. You're right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. There,
No,
because
I think the problem. So I am accessible in my DMs, and I want people to know that. However, once we move to a client, patient client, that place, they're appropriate to send, like, we send like little memes. Like I have a couple
Yeah.
patients where I'll send little, like, hey, we were just talking about this today, and that's, to me, that's fun. 'Cause I
Yeah.
love
Okay,
that.
yeah.
Okay,
That
yeah.
works.
I
But
get that. I get that.
Valid questions that could easily be emails, or things like, hey, can I come in at this time? Like, we're not doing that in the
No,
DMs.
we're not doing
We're
that.
not doing that.
No.
I
Yeah.
have my emails. Okay, you can do our system that literally
Boom.
Yes.
is made for messaging, that will send me a notification during my business hours, and I will answer them. Also, my email is an option.
See?
There's no reason, to hit outside of any
Yeah,
of
Come
those
on.
very
Yeah.
valid
Yeah.
places.
Yeah.
So that is where it comes in at, because I'm like, I'm not accessible in my DMs, but we're not about to be talking
Yeah.
clinic stuff
No.
in there,
Yeah, this is where that balance comes from.
Yeah.
But it's also boundaries as well.
Yep.
Because when I turn off work mode, let me tell you,
It's gone.
it's off.
It is
Yeah.
gone.
Hey, what do you need to?
Nothing.
Especially on the weekends.
Yeah.
Do
Ooh.
not call me, because I will not answer.
No.
Yeah, I have specific times in the day that I even respond to YouTube comments, right, on my videos, and I don't, outside of those times, I don't even look at them.
Yeah.
But I respond to all the comments.
Right.
But in those times, because you're in a zone, you're in a mode, or you're thinking about that
True,
kind
yeah.
of thing. It's like, oh yeah, this is what you need to. But when you have to respond random, and you're like, okay, I'm watching my show,
Yeah.
and then somebody says, hey, what do you need to do for the Roadcaster Pro? And I'm like, what?
No.
Hold on, I've got to
I'm
get
not
back
in
in
that
that
mode.
mode.
Yeah.
I'm not even
Real
there.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's also a peace component that those boundaries really helped. The peace. The piece. But staying in this is the part I was hoping to get back to.
The target audience.
The target audience.
Yes.
The first, what she led with is the heavy part, man. It's like, man, guys, y'all.
Know your target audience.
Yeah.
Stay with that target audience.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Once you find them, you know, it took me a minute, but I found them. And I was like, why? Going back, you backtrack a little bit, and you're like, why did I have these issues with some of the earlier people?
They weren't the ones.
They weren't the people. You know, it wasn't what I was doing. It was because I wasn't necessarily the right person for them.
And that's the piece.
Yes.
Ooh, that's the piece. That's the piece. That's the point right there. Listen, don't miss this. Don't miss this. She said, I was not the right person for them.
And that's okay.
Understand the real crux of finding your target audience isn't so much finding a specific profile. It's who you are uniquely qualified by your lived experiences, by your credentials, by all that you offer, right? Your specific secret sauce. That enables you to serve this audience like nobody else. And when you find that audience, oh, fam. Oh yeah, then you can pick, choose, and refuse, as they say, right? I mean, now you're like, I don't know about you. Oh no, we're not doing that because you know the part and parcel with the entrepreneur life, the incubator life is hunger, right? Like folk be desperate out. Let's keep it a stack.
That's true.
And that desperation causes you to go outside of like, I'm not making no money right now. This person wants to give me some money, but you don't realize like you're not actually you're not the right person for that person,
and it's not worth
all
that heartache, frustration that comes with it.
Woo. Oh man,
like I get excited to go when I'm with my people that I, you know, my target audience, I get excited to go into work. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm about to see so-and-so today. We about to cut up. You know?
That's how it should be.
And that's how it should be versus with some of the other people that I was seeing. I was like, all right, I got to balance my schedule around their energy, right?
True, because you have to think about that too, because that energy can mess up your whole
pull
day.
you all the way down.
And I'm like, I went to business to not have to worry about
come on
all these different
stressors. Like my day should be just as pleasant or unpleasant as I planned for it to be.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Because you are in control of it.
Yes.
So y'all, listen.
Yes.
You got to think about that negativity. Oh my goodness, because it can carry over into so many other things.
So many other things. Yes.
Listen, we are ending right where we started, fam.
That's good.
You've got to be intentional about staying in that lane. It is so critical. It is so critical. I already
know the title of the show.
Oh, come on.
Know your target
Know
audience.
your target audience.
Yes.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, fam. Listen, we're excited. We want to make sure that you got anything that you have coming up that people can find, follow, any projects, anything that.
Yeah, we're about to do some relaunching on some things and changing some stuff up. So handles might be changing soon.
Okay.
So look forward to that, y'all. But we are really excited.
I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yeah.
Listen, fam. Make sure you follow. Make sure you join for the journey. And
and if you're in the Huntsville area, definitely go and check her out.
Yeah.
You already know the services she offers, and if you're in need, she is the person you should talk to.
Come on. We have to have you back.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you, sis.
Thank you.
All right. Man.
That was good.
Listen.
So many different points. Man. So many different points.
Man, shout out to Gary Jones in the chat for the recap, right? And just putting all the points in there. But there's one that you did your recap before she gave that golden nugget right at the end. It's not just to know the target audience. It's recognizing that you might not be the right person for those outside of your target audience. And that man, talk about working against the grain. Talk about just forcing that thing, trying to make it work. Clients that do not refill you. They come in. It's a cloud.
Drain you.
You're complete. Like you need to take a nap. You
when
need
you're
a massage. You need
you need
an
a break.
Beverage. You need.
For real.
Like when you're done with that client, you're like, man. And it's because there's something. It's just something outside, man.
Yes.
And one of the things that Dr. Sha'Rose did not go into is, well, she kind of did. She kind of alluded to this, but though that your target audience, they recognize your value.
Yes, they do.
And they are willing to pay.
Yes, she did touch on that for sure.
And then we've talked about that with her offline as well. They are willing.
Like, you don't have to be going after them. They are like, here's my card information.
Come
Go
on,
ahead.
I got to take care of you.
I need people like that in my life.
I need to take care of you. They recognize the place that you,
yes,
you know, that you are in their sphere, right? Like, I was talking to somebody today, literally today, and I'm hoping to be able to have him as a guest on Incubators Couch. But he was talking about how businesses are ecosystems of businesses. So he said, I've got a certain amount of offices open. I'm just going to say offices. I don't want to give away who this person is. I've got a certain amount of offices open, and each one of those offices, I already know, because I have one open now. I'm going to eventually have 15 of them, but I have one now, and I already know for this one, I'm going to pay, he said, about $1,500 a month for cleaning, just for cleaning. He's going to have $1,500 a month for cleaning. And he knows that I'm going to have 15 of these. So he has already started his EIN for a cleaning business, because I'm not going to spend $1,500 on someone else. Come on. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, what?
Wow.
What? But this is the thing. It's like the ecosystem builds on itself.
It does, yeah.
Because you and once you recognize these are the people that are in my sphere that play these roles, kind of like a BNI circle, where it's like, I have a photographer, I have a this, I have a that, I have a web designer, I have a video guy, I have somebody that does insurance. Once I fill those roles, now I feel confident, I feel equipped to now move into all these other aspects. The reason why business feels so lonely is because we don't have those other roles and those other pieces of the puzzle fixed and finished. When you, as a business, fill a spot in somebody's, infrastructure, in their ecosystem, they're willing to pay.
Yeah, they are.
They're willing
to pay. Yeah.
They're like, oh, no. This is my web person. No. This is my video person. No. This is my.
We have people like that. Yeah, we do.
And they're not even looking to go anywhere. And so that's. I think this is such a critical thing that's there. Finding those people, finding those that target audience, recognizing what you do that fills not just the surface need, but the needs that are underneath it. That is man, talk about an awesome, phenomenal.
Yeah, there were just
cool
so many
space
different things she touched on. Even the whole value piece.
Oof.
You got to value yourself.
My word.
Like, do not take those clients
not
that
at all,
is
not
gonna
at all.
mess up your whole.
they gonna have you strung out and stressed out and rethinking your life.
And then they want something else free.
Oh,
like no.
Listen, I saw several of you chiming off in the chat. I know we got a couple of people over on LinkedIn as well. Love seeing those comments come through. Yeah. But I just want to do a quick shout out. Sunshine Creations by DB. Thank you for coming through and hanging out. Always great to see your avatar pop up in the chat. Seesaw Studios every single time. We know you're here. We love it. David Hunt said he's sneaking in. Appreciate you, brother. And then, of course, Gary Jones did that sum up. Thank you. Several others are in the chat as well. And I know some of you guys just like to watch and chill and take it all in. And we appreciate you. Gary Link, we saw your comments as well. But, man, this is that space. Talk to us in the chat real quick, man. We have another episode with another incubator next week. And then the week after that, we're going to do kind of a live Q&A / I will be sharing a story. Yes, he will. So hoping that you guys are, but we want to really engage. We want to really hear from you guys. This is episode 10.
Is it? Well, remember we had the 5 before.
You mean the promo week?
Oh yes, this is true. It's more like episode 7.
I don't know. I don't pretend to know. Maybe one of you guys can count it up real quick. But
7.
Episode 7. Yes. Okay. Really?
Yeah. I got them all written down. Unless I'm missing one.
Wow, I thought it was more than that.
We got 7.
No, it's more than that. Definitely more.
Then
no, it's definitely more.
We will come back to you once we figure that out.
No, there was 4 in May and there's 4 in June. So
okay.
There's
then
no
I'm
doubt.
Missing one
there's no
in
doubt.
Here,
it's just, so we're definitely we're in July now, man. It's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride.
And we're gonna have some more people, some new faces. So definitely keep checking us out. We're gonna have some new businesses that we will feature, and more stories.
More stories as well. And we want to make sure we're engaging you guys. We're hearing from you guys as well. We've had, as you know, we've been kind of thither and yon. We've been running around the place. Hey, Seesaw says major truth bombs dropped tonight. Definitely.
Nice.
Sunshine says always great to hang out with the Incubators Couch family. We love it. But man, listen, the thing I was getting ready to say is that it's on us. We take full blame. We have not been able to get the merch stuff set up and shipped out. Several of you won things weeks ago,
and we will get it out. We will.
We'll get them out to you. We're working on that hard. I want to make sure that we have that out there. And again, as Sunshine said, this is the Incubators Couch fam. We want to make sure you guys have merch that represents that. We want y'all to be able to talk about this with your family and friends, with your colleagues.
And strut around with that thing. So they'll be like, what is Incubators Couch? Oh, I'm going to tell you all about it. That's what we want.
Yeah. Listen, one of the other things that we're trying to do also is, man, get those subscribes up. Waiting for my t-shirts.
It's in the email.
Need that. Sunshine Creations. I love that.
Yes.
No, we want to make sure we get our subscribes up as well. We're trying to push in several
grow
areas.
The community.
And grow the community.
Because we know this is needed for entrepreneurs. Like, we need to all get together and talk and vent and get that stuff out.
And then really pull from those conversations the things that we've learned. And maybe some of the things that I can see in your conversation or story, maybe you can't see. And then the things, vice versa. Maybe I'll share a story and be like, this is what I learned from it. And you might as well come and say, but you should have learned this. And you're like, man, I didn't think about that. So this is, as they say, iron sharpens iron, man. We want to be in community together, and we want to be able to engage you guys. I just can't thank you enough for your time and attention.
Yes, thank you guys.
It's always phenomenal to come and hang out with the Incubators Couch fam and just, chop it up. We had Sha'Rose with us today. We actually got a chance to hang out with her yesterday as well. And we're chatting it up about the episode that will air today, and it was a lot of fun. But for those that don't know, we're based in Huntsville, Alabama, which is a really cool emerging city. I want to say emerging city. It's very rare in this day and age to be able to watch a city grow and kind of come into their own and figure out their own identity, and that's what we're getting a chance to do here in the city of Huntsville. So wanted to share that a little bit with you, because of course you're going to see a lot more people coming through in the Incubators Couch. A lot of them are local to Huntsville. We want to make sure we give you that experience of being able to have them physically sit here with us and have these conversations. But man, listen, Incubators Couch is unscripted, vulnerable conversations with entrepreneurs and creators just like you. And we are excited about this particular episode, and for our next episode with Neville Simpson.
So make sure to tune in next Monday at 7 p.m. CST, 8 p.m. EST.
Neville, if you were watching, you're next. You're on the couch, sir. But Neville, we had a really great time with Neville.
We did.
Phenomenal conversation as well, and we're excited to be able to bring that to Incubators Couch. Fam, we will see you in the next one. Later.